just above average number 26. That's half a year doing this. Actually more because I took like 4 weeks off. So it's actually 7 months I've been doing this. Hasn't felt like... You know what's awesome? First of all, we have Luke Wentz here. He's back on the podcast.
How you doing, everybody?
Luke is an aspiring bodybuilder. If you guys want to listen to our last conversation before you listen to this one, it's just above average number 3. You can find it on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. But it has been to the day exactly 6 months since you've been on the podcast.
Wow.
Like
I did not know that.
Dude.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
realize it until I was listening to the last one. And I was like, all right, like let me see how long it's been since he's been on. And I saw it was December 29th today. And I was like, June 29th. All right. And I was like, huh. I did it. I was like, that's exactly half a fucking year since the last time you've been on the podcast. So, we were talking a little bit before we started the podcast. You're talking about, your training's been a little bit off recently because family stuff, like it's the holidays, obviously. But the last time we were on the podcast, you were talking about how you wanted to do power building, stuff like that, but how's that stuff going?
It's going really good right now. So I was at Nautilus I think I was there for basically the whole entire 6 months since the last time I was on.
Since the last time I think you have.
And then you buy like 3 months at a time, and then like my 3 months ran out, and then I was like, man, I don't have anybody in there to push me. Like I don't see anybody in there training hard. I mean, it's not that no people in there don't train hard. It's just that there's nobody in there that I like look up to. I'm like, dang, that person's
got
like
nobody the vibe.
Yeah. So I actually ended up buying a month at Hess's, and then I'm gonna buy another month after that runs out because the environment is just so much better.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody in there is moving big weight and just wants to be in there to lift and just get bigger.
It sucks you find a nice gym though, because like 6 months ago you were in love with Nautilus.
Oh yeah, I mean I still love lifting there because my roommate still has his membership and I'll go with him sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's nothing against that gym. I just think I just had to change my environment.
Yeah.
Get a little uncomfortable for a little while.
It's like, I know what you mean though, because like when you have nobody around you who's doing better than you, then you kind of like you still go, you still push yourself, but like you don't get that, like that drop.
Yeah.
When you're at the top, you're the prey.
Yeah.
You're the prey. So everybody's coming after you. But when you go to another gym, like you go to a gym with Marcus or like somebody like that in there, now you're the predator again.
Yeah.
Now you have something to chase after.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I get what you mean.
And the other thing with Hess's is like I've already started talking to a couple people in there, nothing like crazy or anything like that. But like I also like going and then like I don't even know how to explain it honestly. Like showing people that like bodybuilding muscle isn't just for looks.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm still like power building
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but like a lot of people I feel like think that like bodybuilding muscle is like just for show, which sometimes it is.
Yeah.
But other times you can still move the big three pretty easy.
Oh yeah, like Brandon Franklin, man, he's been doing nothing but bodybuilding, but like he's decided when like he hits a new PR, he's like, hey, I deadlifted 405 for 8 the other day. I'm like, dude, that's fucking great numbers for being a bodybuilder, dude. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, like those muscles aren't just for show. I mean, you still work out if you're a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like people go, oh, it's light weights, a lot of reps, but like to get size, you gotta lift big.
Yeah,
you gotta
lift a bunch of volume because
Yeah.
like I know you like with power lifters, it's a lot less volume, but sometimes it is higher intensity workouts because you're handling so much more weight than I am for most of my working sets where I'm shooting for, say, 8 to 12 reps with a weight that I can barely get 12 when you guys are hitting a very specific percentage for like a triple or like 4 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I get that. Like you were saying, but like when it comes to like volume, I discovered recently what like hypertrophy training is to like powerlifters. So you're talking like 6-7 sets of like 6 to 8 reps of just like decently heavy weight. I was fucking dying, dude. When I was doing hypertrophy training, so I did Juggernaut AI. I did the 7-month program. I did all fucking 7 months of it.
Wow.
It had a 7-month program on it. And which kind of sucked because like 2 weeks before my 7 months was up, I got called in to work at a different office for like my job. Mm-hmm. And it fucked up my training. I mean, 7 months, dude, just fucking fell like a house of cards, man. And I was like, shit. Because, like, I went from, because when you have, like, steady work, you have steady work, you have steady meals, you have steady sleep. Like, everything you're doing has been working, and you can do exactly the same every day. Mm-hmm. And then something happens, and, like, I was working, like, 12-hour days and multiple days in a row. and I couldn't find. I would get to the gym, I'm like shit was feeling heavier and everything else. I'm like, fuck. And then I had to have like 2 weeks, like the whole 2 weeks leading up to my max week, and I got some maxes, but it was whatever.
Yeah.
But the hypertrophy training for powerlifting, fuck, dude. For 3 months, man, I was dying because all the volume. But yeah, but anyways, what was I going to talk to you about? I had something in mind for this podcast. Oh, because you are, and also you say you're Hess's now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you've been here. Where other gyms have you been?
I've been to the Pro Performance at Milan. I haven't been to the one at Cheat Lake, and then just like the different Planet Fitnesses in the area. I've been to like almost all of them.
So which one has the best atmosphere for you?
For me personally, it's Hess's. Yeah, it has to be, because it's not even just like the people in there. It's just like you go in and it just looks cool. Like there's like paintings of like old like Arnold on the walls and stuff. All of the equipment's kind of rusty.
See, that's sick.
But it's still clean in there. But it's still like it's not like so clean where it seems like a commercial gym.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Because it honestly gives the vibe of like you're working out in someone's basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all old equipment. It's all, I don't know. I love it.
That's how this place was before it was here. When it was over at Big Lots, that was the fucking gym. We talked about this in the last podcast. I was literally listening to it today. Yeah, back then, dude, that was the fucking gym. I saw some guy, like, beat his wife in there. Like, I'm not even kidding, man. It was rough. But, like, when you walked in there, like, people were fucking lifting.
Yeah.
Like, you could get the shit kicked out of you, like that woman unfortunately did. But yeah, like, I like that kind of atmosphere, like you said.
And, like, the biggest thing with Hess's is it's not like I'm intimidated by the people in there, but I feel like they're, like, always, like, not, like, judging me, but looking at me, so I'm spending, like, way less time on my phone in the gym. Like, I'm still on my phone, but, like, at Nautilus, I'd just be on my phone for, like, the whole entire time in between my sets, not doing anything else. Because, like, nobody else in there is looking at me, because most of the time I'd be in there, I'd be basically by myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not an atmosphere, especially if you're trying to compete.
Yeah.
If you're trying to compete, man, like, you need somebody. Like, you need, like, anybody, really.
Yeah, biting at your heels or something.
Yeah, so somebody that does something close to you, or somebody that's, like, at least knows what you're doing. But, like, then you go to somewhere like that, and there's either one, nobody there, or two, everybody is just casual, lifters and stuff. So, like, yeah, the atmosphere that's probably like a top 5 thing for a gym to have. It's just good fucking atmosphere, good people lifting.
Yeah.
Because if they have, like, a bunch of stuff, I mean, like, if they have, like, a bunch of things that you usually use and you don't have it or whatever, like say, like, they didn't have, like, a leg press here or something like that. But, like, I would still rather come to a place like this if they had nothing than, like, somewhere like you said, Nautilus or, like, Anytime Fitness or something like that. I mean, I'm not even trying to knock on Anytime Fitness, but fuck, I hate that place. Like, I fucking hate it in Anytime Fitness. I can't lift it at Anytime Fitness. Save my life. Because, like, first of all, like, you go to Anytime Fitness, like, it's always small. I've never been to a big Anytime Fitness.
Yeah, no.
I've never been to an Anytime Fitness where I've had space.
Yeah.
Or, like, not everybody at the gym can see what I'm fucking doing, But, like, I've never been to an Anytime Fitness where I've seen, like, people go fucking hard. Yeah. Like, I've seen, like, bigger people, but, like, I haven't seen people go fucking hard. I'm just like, fuck these places, man. Like, 24-hour gyms. Well, I'm at Lift at one, now that I think about it, but it's not commercialized. How's everything else doing? How's your eating doing and everything?
I'm getting my eating back to where it was, because since the last time that we talked, I didn't, like, try and really bulk this summer. I tried to just, like, maintain, and then when September came around, I really started bulking, and I was all the way up to, I think 164 was the most I weighed, and that's, like, the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And then, like, literally, like, the week of finals for my, like, school at Pierpont came, and then my eating just went to shit because I was, like, stressed out about that and all that stuff.
For sure.
But then, like, as soon as that was over with and I got into my break, because I'm still on break till the 23rd of next month.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm really getting it back to where it was. Yeah.
Started doing some 2-days, dog.
Yeah. I haven't done one yet, but I've been thinking about it.
Cardio in the morning, lift in the evening, a little vice versa.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to do that, man. I wish I had I always think I'd wish I had a job that, like, started at 10, so I'd lift in the morning and then lift, either lift in the morning or not lift in the evening, or do them both. But, like, I don't know, man. Something about going to the gym at prime time. Like, I know it's crowded and everything else, but, like, when you get on a deadlift platform, you know you're about to move some heavy ass weight, and you see a lot of people around you. You're like, I'm fucking give these people a show. Like I'm gonna have these people like I'm gonna make sure they fucking hear me today, son. And like I never realized people even like did that. Dude, this is actually like a really funny, like a kind of a funny story. But I was preparing for like 2 meets ago, and they finally got the they finally fixed the floor to where, like, you know, the rogue rats, the rogue racks in the other gym, like they built them out, and they were sitting on turf for a while.
Yeah.
They finally took that turf out, like, and cut it out to where it was flat. So I was able to flip, and so I wasn't looking at the mirror anymore. I could look into, like, the actual gym while I squat. Because I was trying to prepare for a meet. Didn't want to look at a mirror because I don't have a mirror at the meet.
Yeah.
So I put like 465 on. I'd do it for like 4 reps, and I'm preparing for whatever. I have 3 spotters, and I get underneath, and when I get underneath, I look up, and I just see fucking 10 people just staring at me, like, into my soul, and it threw me off so hard. I was like, fuck. I was like, yeah, but like, I was like, this is cool. Everybody's watching me, but I was like, fuck, I better get this. And I wanted it for 4, only got it for 3, and they started coming around. They're like, oh, that's awesome. Like it's like, that's a lot of weight to squat and everything else. I'm just like, you guys don't understand. I fucking failed this set. I was like, you guys need to leave me alone.
Leave me alone in my failure. And that's so funny that you said that, because I bought my membership at Hess's last Monday, and then, like, I hit a couple workouts and stuff, but I've been deadlifting once a week. And then I was like, well, shit, I went for a rep PR. And I think I loaded up, I think it was 385, and I hit it for, I think, 3 or 4 sets of 2.
Wow.
Something like that. And on my first set, I, like, get down, I'm, like, getting ready to pull the slack out of the bar, and I look up, and, like, I just see, like, 6 sets of eyes just looking at me. Like, they were looking at me, but they were trying to make it seem like they weren't looking at me. I was like, damn, I got to pull this now.
You can't start and stop then.
Yeah.
Because, you don't want to be that person, like, put on some weight and get yourself hyped up, and then you see people, and then they're like, well, then, like, you have a choice to make. You're like, well, I can take some weight off. It's like, this is, like, going to be hard for me. It's like, or I can just, like, try to do it. Like, that's, like, but, like, it's funny because, like, you see, like, there's 2 different types of people. One, people are like, all right, everybody's looking at me. It's like, fuck, like, I have to do this now. Or 2, everybody's looking at me. It's like, fuck, I gotta do the walk of shame, and the walk of shame is going on take like 5s off, or like taking 10s off or something that like
just to make sure you can get it.
That 20 people just saw you put on and haven't done yet. It's like, so you're not fooling everybody. Like, it's like, oh, they'll think it's a back down set. No, everybody saw you put the weight on and then take the 5
not
pounds
hit your
off.
set and then take the weight
because you got nervous. I mean, that fucking happens though, man. That's like when it comes to lifting without a plan. That happens a lot because you just fucking throw on weight, and then you either you got nervous or you can't get it or whatever. But like if you like plan and do all that other stuff, then like you come in like, all right, like I've done this week. It's like I should be able to get this next week or whatever.
Yeah,
it avoids it 100%.
I know that's like one of my biggest issues right now. Is I usually have a plan, but like I think I need to get better with tracking my numbers because like. The last time I deadlifted, I hit like 385 for a bunch of like doubles or whatever, and then like the week before that, I hit 365 for sets of 4. And I think I just need to get more consistent with like keeping track. I mean, I always keep track of my numbers because of like my fitness page or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I think I need to get like an actual program so I'm actually like lifting
so
like,
you're
the most efficiently.
Yeah, you're doing more every week or more every 3 weeks and backing down. Well, like I have an Excel worksheet I can send to you. Like,
oh, okay.
It's I call it 753. I made it because I don't 531 is just like 531 is like you never do one. Because you ever do 531? The weight's never heavy enough to just do one.
Because like, I remember when Nate had me on that program when I first started hanging out with you guys, and I was like, yeah, this program's all right. But
10, 8, 6, pretty much.
I'd hit like my 3, and then I'd be like, man, I really feel like I should have had more weight on that. Or something like that.
So I made it called 753, and it's like it starts off you like a little bit closer to your max or like a little bit heavier or whatever. But like I used it a lot and I liked it. But like tracking, like when you say you need to start tracking or whatever, like that's what I always use. I always use Excel. Like Juggernaut AI does a really good job because you can look back at the history of like the lifts that you do. That's another good thing about that app. Like I'll deadlift whatever, and then. Or I'll do like a random exercise. Like I started doing decline close grip bench because Drake Stevens told me to. So I said, yes, sir.
You got to listen to him.
Yeah,
always.
I said, yes, sir. I said, you get those horseshoes for triceps away from me. But I started doing those, and I'm Like, if I didn't have an app, I'd never be able to fucking remember anything I did for that day. Like, as soon as I walk out of the gym, I wouldn't have a single clue what I just did.
Yeah.
So I'd need that app. But, like, the app definitely, like, it helps because it tracks all the history of anything that you've done. So, like, I've done this for, like, an 8 RP this week. Like, I'll try to do, like, 5 pounds more.
Yeah.
Like, just a little bit more. Yeah. But, like, God, I'm still tired, man. Dude, working 40-plus hours a week and then going to the gym is the reason that I started this podcast. Because, like...
It's a struggle sometimes.
It's
exactly
100%
what you
struggle.
mean. Because I know, like, sometimes I don't work 40 hours a week. But, like, during school, and this is the weirdest thing ever, like, when I was still having class 3 days a week and still working 25 to 30 hours a week is when my eating was the best because I was, like, in an absolutely set routine. Like, hey, I have to get up, eat before school, and then, like, eat in between classes at school, and then either lift right after school, then go to work, or then go home and get a real good meal in and then go lift.
You made it really good sense right there because I've felt something like that. Like if I, like I said, when I've studied work, like you have steady meals, steady whatever, sleep, whatever you have it. But like if I have a day off, dude, like my water lacks, like my eating timing is off, like because I'm just like, oh, I'll have the day off, I'll relax or whatever. But then like 2 o'clock rolls around and I haven't taken a drink of water for the whole day. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm sitting there on my couch with a half a gallon of water just like funneling down my mouth. Yeah.
That is true though, because it is like, I don't know if it's just because it's so like you're so more just relaxed and stuff. Because I basically did like the same thing today. Like I've got a couple good meals in today and some like a decent amount of water, but I feel like I just don't have any pressure on me because today's my rest day. I'm like, I really don't need to drink as much water. But these are the days that you need to be drinking more water and eating more food.
Yeah, for real.
So you can just recover. Because I'm like my back's still sore from yesterday, and then I hit shoulders and chest the day before that, and I'm still feeling it from that.
Oh, about being sore?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's going to be my whole life here in like 20 minutes. Because I haven't lifted and like, talking about work and everything, like my work has been crazy. For anybody who's want to know why I didn't do the podcast, did we talk about this before the podcast or during the podcast?
I think before.
Before. So anybody who didn't know why I did the podcast the last 2 weeks, my work has been absolutely crazy. I've worked 130 hours in 2 weeks, and the weeks other than that, I've been working like 50 to 60. So like the last 2 weeks, I have not lifted. Like I didn't lift for 2 weeks. That's the most I haven't lifted since like probably 2017 when I first started. But like, my body feels great. Like, it doesn't feel crazy bad or anything like that. But I know, like, I have to deadlift today. Tomorrow's going to be fucking terrible.
Yeah, you're going to be real sore.
Oh, my God.
But that's, like, the whole thing. Like, even, like, when I take, like, 3 or 4 days off, if I went for, like, vacation or something, because I went to PA this summer, like, the first couple days back, it's like, man, this weight feels, like, pretty heavy, and you can usually rep this pretty good. But then, like, after you do it for, like, another week, it just comes right back.
Oh, it
it's
comes
like
right
riding
back.
a bike.
Yeah.
It just comes right back.
But you're still fucking sore as shit,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Really sore for, like, that whole week, first week back. And even longer sometimes, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, I'm really glad that I switched to sumo deadlifting because if I take breaks and then I would go conventional deadlift, oh my God, dude, put me in a stretcher and call 911, dude, because I'm not fucking leaving that gym. Like I'd be like after days, we would deadlift together. After days we deadlifted together, and I was doing conventional, and we were doing like fucking sets of 10 or some bullshit Nate was having us do, but like I wouldn't be able to like fucking bend my back to pick up weight anymore. Like I remember like trying to pick up 45s, like literally with my chest out, like don't fucking bend over, like don't do it. But yeah, and they're like, that was us lifting all the time.
Yeah,
like the fuck doing that. Like right now, if I'm like I'm going to ease myself into it. I'm going to very much ease myself into it. I'm going to do like a light. I'll do my app, but even my app was like, let's chill.
Get a good warm up.
Yeah, it was like let's do just bench squat and deadlift for the week, just to get your body into it, and then that's literally what the app told me, and I was like, oh, all right.
But that's cool though that it tells you that just by itself because it recognized that you didn't lift for those 2 weeks, and it's just like, hey, you really need to like be careful today and just ease back into this.
Yeah,
or else you're gonna like mess yourself up.
Yeah, but like those 2 weeks I did, I lost like 9 pounds, but like I had to push my program. I had to push my competition back because this entire time I was aiming to lift them up. I was aiming to compete on my birthday. My birthday's February 18th.
Oh, okay.
And USPA is having a competition in Ohio. It's the Ohio State Championships or whatever. No, it's USAPL.
Okay.
So it's 2 hour weigh-ins. You weigh in, 2 hours later you lift. So like I can't cut to 181 and then lift 2 hours later.
Yeah.
So I was like fucking like I was at 197, 198 like regularly. Like I'd wake up like 196. Yeah, I'd go to sleep sometimes 200 pounds. So I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like I'm actually doing it. Like I'm actually going up to 198. And then those 2 weeks, like I stepped on the scale and I was like 191. It's like fuck. And I was like, so I pushed back. So what I did is I was supposed to lift on February 18th. Now I'm lifting on March 26th. So I get myself like an extra month plus. And I don't, depending on what happens with my body, I don't know if I'll cut the weight or I'll go up to 198. I don't know yet. But like I need to figure it out because nationals are this year too in Columbus. And you have to compete in nationals what you could like at the weight class you competed in earlier this year.
Oh,
so like yeah, so if I do 181, which I'll probably do really good at in March, I'll have to be 181,
for whenever that next one is.
6 months apart.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I might just do 198 and just fucking I might take an L.
I think you do totally okay at 198. You definitely place really well at 198. I feel like
maybe it's also drug tested. So, like, I'm not going to go against fucking Drake or anything like that. But, like, yeah, so it's also drug tested. So I think I'm probably just looking too much into it. But, yeah, so I just adapted. Like, fucking lost all that weight. I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to push my competition back. I'm not going to try to rush for a competition and end up sucking or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, a time frame where you want to compete or if you want to in bodybuilding?
My whole goal was this past winter. I told myself if I got to 170 pounds by
December.
It was December. That's what I said back in June or whenever the last time I was on was. And I'm not going to get to that. But I think if I can get to 170 by April or May, that I'll probably try to do in like this time next year.
May is 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like do like a whole year and then try to compete. I mean that's probably fucking good.
Yeah. Try to get to like 170, 175, and then around like next Christmas or maybe a little bit before that, try and do a little show around here, probably like Pittsburgh or something.
Do you track your macros or anything like that?
I haven't been recently. I've just been basically like staying full all the time. Like I ate 4 granola bars on the way here. Ate a bunch.
Hell yeah, brother!
Ate a full meal before I even left the house.
Let's turn the car on. Sorry, everybody. I'm gonna hear some beeps. I did not get gas before I came here. I didn't. So like I'm gonna be hurting on the way home. So like you're just gonna try to compete next year. So like, but like you're gonna do. You say you're gonna say about 170. So have you looked at anything in bodybuilding? I have no clue anything about bodybuilding. So like
I've looked into it a little bit and I've like emailed a couple people, but I'm pretty sure that I'd just compete at probably I think it's a 158-pound weight class. And if I got to 170 and then I cut down to 158 or something around there, I don't know if it's 158 or 162.
Just dry your skin out.
Yeah, I'd just get ridiculously dry. And that's I think my cut will be relatively easy because even when I bulk, I don't put a whole lot of bad weight on.
Yeah, oh yeah. Dude, like the weight cutting aspect of all the lifting is fucking terrible. Like it's terrible for you. Like I move 500 plus pounds on my back. Like for squats, like I shouldn't be fucking cutting 8 pounds the night before I lift that, but I do. And like same thing for bodybuilders, like you shouldn't fucking dry your skin out to the point where it's like beef jerky.
Oh yeah, and
you do because you look awesome.
One of my brother's friends, he actually never competed. I've only talked to the guy once, and he lifts at Nautilus, but he lifts at like noon, like the time that I'd like absolutely never go. But he said he got down to like 5% or like close to sub 5% body fat, and he said that it was while he was in college. He said he was having to read sentences multiple times just to understand what the words were saying, and like he said that the bottoms of his feet had so little fat that it hurt to walk.
Jesus.
Yeah, and he was like falling asleep while he was driving because he had like no energy because you're just like depleting your body of everything.
Dead. Yeah, you have no water, like literally almost no water in you. Yeah, you'll turn about halfway stupid with no water in you. Because I've done it before, man. When I was cutting weight in wrestling when I was in high school, I would cut fucking. I mean, most I probably cut in 48 hours for wrestling. I was probably like weighing like 136 pounds. I had to get down to 120, so I probably got 16 pounds in 2 days.
In 2 days?
I was 18 years old, dude. I was 18 years old. I was 5'10", and I had to get down to 120 pounds, and only had 48 hours to do it. And that was my fucking coach's fault too. I love you, GN, but fuck, like, so on the schedule, he prints out the schedule for us, gives it to us, so we know when our meets are or whatever. So this entire time, like, I thought this meet's on Thursday, so I thought I had Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to cut this weight, and I could be ready on Thursday. I'm like, fuck, I can do that. Like 3 days, like 16 pounds, it's gonna suck, but it's whatever. So I get done with wrestling practice on Monday, and then I'm getting ready to go to Planet Fitness because I need to fucking do some more cardio after practice to get this weight down. And my coach calls my mom, and then my mom calls me. She goes, "Hey, your coach just called me." I was like, "What?" She's like, he said that he got all the dates wrong. So all the dates were 1 day behind.
Oh my god! So it got moved.
So
it
was actually on Wednesday. So they only have Monday and Tuesday to cut 16 pounds.
Jesus.
So I'm fucking at Planet. I just unlocked a huge memory. I'm at Planet Fitness, and I got trash bags on. I got sweats over my trash bags, and I'm running at like fucking 10 miles an hour, dude. Just constantly just booking it. I have nothing but fear for my wrestling coach, and but like, I was doing that, and I did it for like I was probably on there for like 20 minutes, and I would get off. My sister was lifting with her friend, so I'd get off for a little bit, and I'd sit down, and then I'd give up, and I'd do it again, and I'd try to go for like another 5. I did it like 2 or 3 times in a row, and then actually the guy who was at the front desk came up to me, and he's like, "Hey," he was like, "We just got a complaint that some guy was fucking running his ass off and all these sweatshirts and everything else. Like, he's like, so if you could just either take off the sweatshirts or like go do something else." I'm just like, I was like,
why is that bothering somebody else?
There was one woman who was like 90 years old, and she was like 5 treadmills away from me. And she went to that treadmill too. I was there first. So she had, you've seen a Planet Fitness. Oh, yeah. There's fucking 65 fucking treadmills in there. And she goes to the one 5 away from me and complains that I'm fucking, oh yeah. It's like, shit, baby. It's like, shit. Like, if you can't handle the smoke, get away from the fire, dog.
Get away. That's ridiculous that she picked the treadmill like right next to you. And
I know.
Like, hey, there's this young kid working his ass off trying to make weight for a wrestling meet.
I was looking bad though, dude. Like, I was looking bad. Like,
I might have just been concerned for your health.
Maybe, because like the treadmill like track was like almost wet just because I was sweating down through the. It was bad, man. It was very bad. But like, bodybuilders do that shit, man. Like, I don't know about the running and everything, but like, I've seen C-Bum in like fucking plastic bags laying on the hotel waiting for his competition to start. That's fucking nuts, man.
All of those guys get so dry, it's ridiculous. I didn't get to watch the Olympia, but like all the guys that I follow on Instagram and stuff, like, looked ridiculous. Like Sean Clarita, who won the 212 weight class in the Olympia, short black guy. Well, I love him. He trains so hard.
Dude, his lats, man. Oh yeah,
that was
huge. Like, yeah, when
he's 170 pounds.
Yeah, when he did double biceps, man, I was like, fuck, man. I was like, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Some people are just built for that, though. Like, for real. You have great genetics for it.
Yeah, honestly, do. I don't know where they came from, honestly, because, like, my dad, I don't think, has ever picked up a weight in his life, and my mom's, like, the same way. Like, she used to work out a little bit whenever I was a kid, but, like, nothing like that. And they're both, like, my dad's, like, 5'9", 180 pounds. My mom's, like, 5'6".
Probably just some fucking far genetic, some fucking primal Liver King shit or something like that. Speaking of Liver King, what are you going to take anything for bodybuilding?
I don't think I will. I don't think I would take anything at this age. No. But like if I got like really into it and I like say I did like this meet or something, I got into it and I did this till I was like 25 plus. Yeah, I'd probably start taking something test based with something else maybe, and then like a little bit of Winstrol when I'd cut. But like other than that, no.
A little Winstrol, maybe a little Anavar, a little real dry.
Get real dry.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I was listening to, you know who Mark Bell is? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's super, like one of the strongest beings to ever live. But he also owns Mark Bell's Slingshot, and he also has a podcast. And I don't know if you ever listened to his podcast. It's called Power Project. It's really good. But he was talking about fitness influencers. He was like, he was talking about how fitness influencers on TikTok are almost bad for like the general public, because like people who don't lift, like people who lift know like when you see like fitness influencers and they start getting like really big really fast, like everybody knows, but like he was like it's kind of like to the general public, he's like it's kind of like makes them look like, oh, like I can sell shit just by looking good.
Yeah, just to make people think like, hey, if you buy this product that I sell, you can look like me, even though I'm on 500 milligrams of test.
That's what he was like, and he was like, they're really just on Anavar. He was like, a lot of them are just on Anavar. He's like, they just want to get ripped, and they want to sell you shit, because after they get ripped and sell you shit, it's like, then they make money, and you're just sitting there with a product that doesn't work. I was like, that's 100% what goes on, man, and that's what 100% what happened to Liver King, dude.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how anybody, because I listened to Rogan's episode with More Plates, More Dates on it. Derek.
Oh, dude, that's a great episode.
And
I love Derek.
I don't know how anybody in the general population could think that Liver King was natural at all. Because the first time I ever seen him on TikTok, like a year ago, I'm like, there's no way that this dude is natural. No. I don't care how much you sun your butthole and do like the 7 ancestral tenets or whatever. You are not going to look like that. You can eat as many raw balls as you want. I'm not going to look like that.
No, absolutely not.
It's ridiculous. I don't know how people are so gullible.
And I only had to eat 10 raw balls before I figured that out.
Yeah. But like even like Derek on Rogan was like, yeah, I've been eating like an ounce of liver a day for like the past couple of years just for like the micronutrients. I'm like, yeah, that's like really good for you because there's a bunch of nutrients in that stuff.
Yeah.
But saying just eating like copious amounts of it and saying that, hey, if you eat all of this stuff, you're gonna look like me, even though I'm on a grocery list of anabolic steroids.
You know what I thought was even more unrealistic to think that he did more than just the steroids was fucking. You ever see the videos he would post for the food? He's like, I eat all this. It'd be just like fucking like one plate would be like 16 hamburgers. Like you can't finish the one plate.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I was like, so how the fuck can you sit there and say like? He's like, oh, I'm going to eat this bone marrow with this whole loaf of bread, like before or after the 16 hamburgers. Because bitch, you still got a half a boar's head there sitting there too.
Yeah.
I was like, and mashed potatoes and everything else. I'm just like, there's no way possible anybody could ever eat that. And like, I thought that was more ridiculous than like people thinking that he was like on steroids and shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
especially
I can't believe I can't believe people think he eats this shit. It's like, there's no way. There's no way possible.
He'd have all that, and he'd have like 3 full-grown cow femurs of bone marrow, and then a whole bowl of like bull testicles, and just like literally like a whole entire cow liver.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
And he would always start off the video with like, he's like, I'm gonna start off my meal with 1 scoop of this of my protein or whatever, and he would slap it.
Yep.
But like he's obviously like selling it in a way that makes you think that no, if I eat shit like this and take his products, then I'm going to be big. And like nothing he ate. First of all, you eat 16 hamburgers, you're gonna get fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like you eat 16 hamburgers, you're gonna get sick. You eat a shit ton of bone marrow. I don't know what's gonna happen to you, but I think you eat too much of anything, you're probably gonna get fucked up. I was like, and then let alone like take products that he just pushes and like just for money. I didn't care about him at all until he got caught, and I started listening to people talk about him and how it affected them. I'm like, yeah, he was pretty fucking shitty, man.
Yeah.
Like, don't knock my car, dude. I see you. Dude.
I think people, they just need to be more truthful. Like, people, like, I'm not saying everybody should come out and say what they're taking, because honestly, it's like everybody's a little bit different. But, like, they need to be more truthful with, like, what they're selling. Like, I think, like, C-Bum, he actually takes his stuff. Like, he takes his pre-workout, he takes his protein. He doesn't try and, like, just put it all, like, blast it in your face. Hey, take this, you'll look like me. He's like, no, take this because I like it, and I think you will like it too.
Dude, like, you can follow his Instagram. He'll never talk about his products.
No.
It's just, like, pictures of him and how he's doing in his progress.
And even on his, like, YouTube videos, he'll be like, yeah, I'm taking 2 scoops of Savage today, and then that's it. And then he'll have, like, a protein shake post-workout.
Yeah. So, like, he doesn't, like, shove it in your face. Because, like, if he could get somebody to buy a product, I mean, fuck it, he has, I think I looked the other day, he has, like, 100 million Instagram followers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he already makes money. So, but, like, if he would product push, get ready, because you're gonna see me in C-Bum gear and everything else. Because I'd follow that man, dude.
I would too.
I like him because he is nothing but himself.
Yeah.
Like he's like, you can tell he was an awkward kid. He's still just an awkward adult.
Yep.
But he's just the best to ever do it. Not the best to ever do it, but still
one
jacked.
One of the best for sure.
He's going back for his 5th. But he won't catch Ronnie or Jay or anything like that. Jay's got 8. I think Ronnie's got 9. I think. Or is it set? Or does Ronnie have 8 and Jay have 7. I think that's the right number.
I think it's 8 and 7.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Chris could go back to back next year. I mean, watching his prep and everything this year, I knew he was going to win it this year, but I don't know if he can win it next year.
You don't know, man.
That Urs guy, his first name's Urs. I can't pronounce his last name because he's I think from Europe somewhere. I think he'll probably win it next year.
Well, do you know why? Because he's the fucking predator, dude.
Yep.
Like when C-Bum's at the top, man. I mean, it's nice being the best to ever be, but like, you can't be a predator when there's nothing to hunt.
Yeah.
You know.
Top of the food chain.
Yeah, for sure.
Get complacent.
You have to really. Champions can only be champions for so long. That's what Joe Rogan always says. He's like, champions can only be champions for so long. He goes, but it's like it's nothing to do with your work ethic or anything like that. He's like, but no matter what you do, he goes, somebody who wants to beat you is going to do more.
Yeah.
He goes, but he's like, somebody who wants to beat you is going to do more than you. And I was like, damn, like, yeah, that's true, man. That is definitely true. And you see it sometimes too, like with UFC and stuff like that. Just like, did you watch UFC this year?
I didn't get to watch very many of the fights this year. I was really like the Leon Edwards fight. That was insane. That was nuts,
dude. If I could ever start another podcast, it would be on MMA. So I've watched this since I was like, I had to have been like probably 11, 10 years old. I remember watching Joe Rogan on like UFC when I was like 10, and I remember thinking to myself at my uncle's house. I remember I can still like see where I'm at and everything. I remember being like, "This a dude Fear Factor." Like, I was 10 years old, and I was still like, "What the fuck does he know anything about MMA?" And I didn't know he had like a Taekwondo background and everything else.
I did watch the Paddy Pimblett fight when he fought the gay guy. I can't remember that guy's name.
Was it his last fight against Gordon?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because last fight against Gordon...
No, that was the controversial one where people said he didn't win.
Apparently...
It was the one before that.
That was the only UFC card I didn't see this year because I fucking pretty much fell asleep. Like, I was like, Paddy Pimblett, and like... I was like, I'm good. And like, plus, like, and it was a vacant light heavyweight spot was the pay-per-view finale. I was like, I'm good. I don't want to pay for this.
Boring.
Yeah. But like, dude, like, when it comes to being the fucking predator and the prey, dude... Did you see anything of Alex Pereira and Adesanya?
I remember seeing Adesanya lost, and I thought he was going to lose because, I don't know, I have a very outspoken position on him. I think he fights very cautiously. He's a boring fighter to watch.
He's a Floyd Mayweather of MMA.
Yep.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
But you know who Alex Pereira is as a person?
So Brazilian guy?
Okay. Ooh, get ready. This is nice. I love telling people this. Alex Pereira, before he was in the UFC, was one of the best kickboxers to ever do it. Like, he was a 2-division Pride champion. So, like, it's the only person who's ever done it, who's been 2 different weight classes and hold the belt in both of them, and Pride kickboxing. Like, Pride kickboxing in his prime was fucking kickboxing. Like, there wasn't any second place. Like, it was kickboxing. But Adesanya was a kickboxer as well before he was a UFC fighter. Well, he fought Pereira twice. And the first time he fought Pereira, he was the only 2 losses Adesanya has in kickboxing. It's Alex Pereira. And Alex Pereira beat him by decision the very first time. And the next time they fought, Alex Pereira knocked him out. So then, obviously, Adesanya is still one of the best kickboxers ever. Goes to the UFC, becomes a champion, has been there for years. He's been a champion for like 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah, long time, very long time.
And who the fuck starts with MMA? Alex Pereira. At the same fucking weight class as Adesanya, and he fucking beats everybody up to the championship and gets to the championship and then fucking knocks Adesanya out in the UFC. I'm like, how? Like we talk about being the fucking prey, dude. Like, that dude's a fucking predator, man. Like, that dude hunted his ass down and became the UFC champion at like 36 years old, 34 years old.
Jesus, I didn't realize he was that old.
Dude, he is... Joe Rogan says all the time, like, that dude's a direct ancestor from, like, some sort of fucking tribe in Brazil, because when you look at him, like, that dude's Brazilian.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. That dude is Brazilian, and not only that, like, when he walks, like, whenever he gets excited, because, like, he'll fight, and he has no expression on his face. Like, he won the championship. He beat Adesanya again. You know, obviously did this thing that he set out to do, like, I'm going to fight Adesanya, like, I'm gonna work up the ranks. It's like, I'm gonna beat him. He did it. As soon as he knocked him out, dude, like, he was like,
another day in the office.
Yeah, he's like, another day in the office. Just another motherfucker knocked out, you know. And But there's times where like he'll get excited when he wins and he'll fucking scream. But when this dude screams, it's like you hear the screams of fucking like tribal wars going on, dude. He's like, ah, like as hard as he fucking can, he'll scream, and it's scary as shit. Because you look at him, you're like, fuck, like that dude is like. It's like if that dude was on the front of a boat with a spear and you were on the shore, you had a fucking problem in your hand. Because that motherfucker's coming to take your land, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Like the seed bum, man. Like, it's only a matter of time. You can only be the best for so long.
Yeah.
Somebody always comes and wants it better than you do.
Yeah. The one guy that I love to hear Rogan talk about, I can't think of his name right now. He always says that he was, like, made in a lab. I think he's a Cuban guy. Because I remember him telling the story about how he, like, the tissue around his eye socket is, like...
Joel Romero, dude.
Joel Romero. That guy
You know his story?
A soldier.
You know his story?
No.
Joel Romero was captured by Russians when he was a child. Yes. And they did experiments on him when he was a kid to make him a soldier. Well, now he's 40 years old. And... he got hurt. He got hit in the eye during I think it was a Tim Kennedy fight.
Mm-hmm.
He got hit in the eye, busted him up. He goes to the doctor's office, and he calls Dana White. The doctor calls Dana White. He's like, "Hey, how's Yoel Romero doing?" He was like, "No." He was like, "Not how he's doing." He was like, "You don't understand what you brought me." He was like, "This person isn't a normal human being." He said by the time that he got from the fight to the doctor's office, his eye socket already started healing. Yeah, from the time it already started healing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's been drug tested by
USADA.
How many times? He's 100% natural, like this, and he is 42 years old and in the best shape of his fucking life, dude. Yeah. And because Russians injected shit into him.
Yeah. Some secret serum made him indestructible.
Some guys, man, in that sport have crazy fucking stories. You ever heard of Francis Ngannou's story?
I listened to that episode of Rogan. That's insane.
Dude was working in
sand
mines
as a kid.
Yeah, and would try to escape. When you try to escape, they drop you in the middle of the fucking desert and leave you to die.
Yeah.
He came back 3 fucking times, dude.
Yeah.
4th time's the charm. He got to America. Now he's the fucking heavyweight UFC champion of the world.
Speaking of him, that is one UFC card that I will sell my soul to watch. Him against John Jones.
Oh.
I would sell my soul for that to happen. I've been telling all my friends, because none of my friends really are into UFC like that. Like, I'm not really into it like that. Like, I like to keep up with it. But, like, I would love to, because I never got to see John Jones fight as a kid.
Really?
Ever. It was always just, like, I've watched YouTube videos on him and stuff like that. And, like, I think that he would give Ngannou a run for his money. I think he's almost favored to beat Ngannou just because he's, like, so much more well-rounded. Like, he's just, like, I've come to accept the fate that if I just get hit one time with Ngannou that I'll get put to sleep. But
yeah,
I get pretty comfortable with that.
You don't know, man. Because, like, when you have Francis Ngannou coming at you with bombs, I mean, like, you can block all you want, dude. That shit is going to fucking hurt so bad.
Yeah.
And you're just going to get to the point where you just don't want him to hit your arms anymore. You want him to hit your shoulders. And, like, once you start hitting your shoulders, you're like, fuck. And it's like, now you're like, I'm going to start moving. And now when your guard's that, you're going to get fucked up. Like, Francis Ngannou was a freak of nature. But I've watched UFC for so long. I saw John Jones lose, like, live. Like, his only loss in UFC.
Gustafsson? Correct?
No. John Jones' only loss was by disqualification.
That's right.
Against the Irish.
It was the elbow.
Yeah, it was a 6 to, what do they call them? A 12 to 6.
Yeah,
12 to 6
like
elbow. Because you can't come straight perfectly down. Dude, he's been fucking lifting. And he
looks big.
Dude.
Yeah, he's big.
Dude, he's a big boy. And he definitely, he was built for that weight class, so. Well, he was probably built for light heavyweight better.
Have you ever seen his brothers, the NFL player, Chandler Jones?
Oh, yeah, for the Cardinals, dude.
Well, I think he plays for the Raiders now. But yeah, he's big. He's big body. Like I always thought John Jones looked, honestly, kind of skinny for light heavyweight.
Yeah.
For that frame, because he's just so tall and lanky. But I think him at heavyweight, that'll be a good fight.
Yeah.
If it actually does come to fruition.
His only problem is rust.
This
is going to be his only problem is rust.
Yeah.
I think he should definitely fight like Stipe or like fight Curtis Blades or somebody who's really good in the heavyweight division first, and then give him.
I'd say
feed him to the
if he
fucking
wasn't
wolves.
hurt. I like him a lot. He's my favorite UFC fighter. Prohaska, the Russian or Czech Republican dude with
Oh,
the weird
yeah.
dreads that threw that spinning elbow and knocked that guy out.
Yeah.
Because he was, I think he was the one that was supposed to fight on that empty light heavyweight fight that you were talking about because he got hurt.
Yeah.
He like messed his shoulder up real bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I like him a lot. I think that would be a good fight for John Jones, but he can't fight right now. He's hurt. I don't think he's supposed to fight for the rest of the year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, John Jones, I don't know if he still is, but he was like he was sponsored by GAT for a long time. Yeah. Which is weird because like you're not supposed. I don't know what USADA, I don't know what the line is, but like I know you're not supposed to use TRT anymore.
Yeah, no.
And I know like GAT products mainly like one of their biggest selling points is they have test boosters for pre-workouts. You know, so it's kind of weird that he was, sponsored by GAT, still trying to be a UFC fighter. But like, yeah, I'm excited for it. And plus, like I said, he's been lifting. Dude, he deadlifts like fucking 700 pounds, dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Jeez,
dude. Well, like he's fucking long, dude.
Yeah.
It's like when he does a sumo deadlift, so like he fucking like even him spread out because he's so long, he still picks up that bar like 2-3 feet, just because he's so fucking long. But like, yeah, man, he's crazy strong, man. And Dana White's been nothing but talking about him. Big time.
Because he could put any dollar on that card and I'd probably pay for it.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I'm watching it for free. Fuck that shit. I'll send you the link, dude. So in a year you're gonna start competing.
Hopefully.
When it comes to bodybuilding and you're trying to obviously get to a certain physique that you like want to get, so like what's the plan per? I would say like per month, like because you would think like as a bodybuilder, if you're like starting off, you want to be done in like a year. Like you would need obviously you would need somebody like to look at you, other than yourself. Like I would say that, but so like, is there any like certain goals when it comes to one, body weight, two, just overall physical looks? Is there anything you want to hit?
I think the biggest thing for me is going to be, because I feel like I'm very balanced as a physique. Like I don't feel like I'm top heavy or like my legs are too big for my upper body. Like I feel like it's pretty balanced right now, but I feel like if I get to 170, that my legs are going to need to get a lot bigger.
Yeah, okay.
Because I've always had like smaller legs. Like they've always been cut. But like I've never had like good leg size, especially calves. My calves have always been really small.
Fuck calves, dude.
Yeah, just genetics.
Play soccer, dude. Dude, like some of the people I know in here who played soccer in high school, their fucking calves are huge.
I played soccer for the first friggin' 14 years of my life.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just stopped playing like my second year of high school, or my junior year of high school when I started playing football. But yeah, I've just always had just naturally small legs. I mean, my legs are still decently strong, but I've just never really been able to put on any leg size.
I wish I could trade you, because these motherfuckers get in my way sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. That's the only place I grow is my legs. Like I bought a pair of underwear. I bought some underwear from Marshall's the other day, and I had to get them in fucking extra large because I tried the large and I couldn't get them over my legs. So I had to fucking buy an extra large pair. Then I bought the extra large and the waistband was too loose, so I was just fighting. I had to take them back. But like, yeah, like I can't. I wish I could tell you a secret to big legs, but I can't. Like
everybody says it's squatting. Like I've definitely seen my legs get a little bit bigger since I've been squatting more. But it's also, I haven't even really been like barbell squatting that much. I've been doing like a lot of Smith machine squats. Just doing like, I'll load up like 225, well like 245s on each side, and have like real close stance and have my feet way out in front of me and get a lot of like knee over toes, get real deep. Yeah,
I mean you could do that, but I think when it comes to like getting size, though, you're probably gonna do weight. Like, you're probably just gonna do weighted barbell. Like just like I've done them twice a week for God knows how long now, but like I never want him to be this big. I'll tell you that much. Like even my singlet for powerlifting, like I have it enlarged because it fits my body and everything. I put the elastic over my legs. I'm just like, come on, baby, like get the fuck. Like it's a good thing I have small calves because I need like, because when you powerlift, you want like good knee sleeves. Like obviously gotta get the right size. Like I'm almost happy I have small calves because like if
it's easier to get them on.
Oh yeah, because dude, Ashley's got big calves. We try to put my knee sleeves on Ashley, and they couldn't fucking get over her calves.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, fuck. I was like, I wish I had that problem because like I feel so. I hate being a powerlifter. This is why the only reason I'm wearing 5-inch inseams anymore, because fucking like when you wear sweats, not sweats, or shorts down to your knees, the only thing you can see is your fucking calves. Yep. And everybody's like, oh, like, why don't you do legs? I'm like, motherfucker, I do. Like, I do fucking religiously. I was like, I just can't fucking keep my. I just wear 5-inch inseams. Yeah. Shut everybody up.
And that's like the same thing with me. I only wear 5.5-inch inseams because my legs are cut and they're not even big. Because when I wear basketball shorts, I just really look like I have chicken legs.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's bad.
So you're going to go are you going to go fully hairless for this bodybuilding competition?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I told myself, like, if I'm going to do it, I'm not doing a trunk meet either.
No.
I'm getting Speedo and everything.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck the trunk meets.
I mean, the trunk meets are still cool for people that are, like, getting into it. I feel like that's the thing that most people do to start out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I'm going to do this,
I'm
already 20, and I'll probably be 21 by the next time I get to doing a meet, I might as well just do it.
Yeah. So they say you want your legs to be big, like squatting, obviously.
Yeah.
Anything else you find disproportionate on your body? Because like I see you post pictures on Instagram and stuff, and like your upper body and lats look really good.
I say my back. I don't know what I like.
Your back's always been huge.
My
for
back,
your weight.
like I just made gains on my back. Like what? And literally, this is so funny that you said that. That literally one day I was in here lifting with Marcus when I was lifting with him like 5 days a week.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, you're looking good right now, but your back is like super tiny." So I just got like super self-conscious about it, and I was literally doing like 10 sets of 10 on lat pull downs for
your back's huge.
Months.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think the only other thing that really needs work is my chest. My chest, it looks good from the front, but from the side it doesn't look as good because it really does like cave in right in between my two like boobs.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I feel like I won't have that much to really work on.
Getting the fullness right here, man, it's a struggle.
It's tough. It really is tough. Especially like I love to barbell bench. I know it's not like the most optimal thing to do for like chest growth, but I just like doing it so much that I just always do it. I do that like once a week. Like my one chest day of the week, I'll barbell bench, and I won't always just do like regular bench. I'll do like Larson press or something like that, or like JM press.
Mm-hmm.
And then like my second day, I'll do more of like a shoulder focus, and I'll hit like dumbbell shoulder press or like just like regular like slightly inclined dumbbell bench, something like that, just to keep it different. Yeah.
Because like. Are you saying like at the bottom of your chest? You're finding
like
hard?
Literally just like right in the middle. Yeah.
See, mine's like upper. Mine's like towards the neck. Like whenever I see bodybuilders, I see like that square
shelf. Yeah,
the shelf. Is that what's called a shelf?
Yeah.
Fuck, I wish I had that. Cause I've been lifting forever, and I've always noticed like this, like these two spots, like top of my chest, that they're supposed to touch, like never have.
Yeah.
And no matter what I've done, I'll obviously like powerlifting, like I don't like necessarily like take time out of my day to work on it. But I know when you said that, I was like, fuck, that is a really hard spot to get. Like, you see fucking people with, like, canal right there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight put a credit card down to it.
But I think the one thing that's going to help me with my chest the most is literally just doing incline stuff. Because, like, I know that's really supposed to only be for the top part of your chest, but I can tell just, like, whenever I'm lifting and just, like, getting a pump, like, the incline, I can feel it, like, pretty much, like, the whole half of my chest is just fully pumped. And even, like doing decline work too. My like under boob could use some work too, I guess you'd call it. But other than that, I feel like it'll be pretty easy. Like I feel like my shoulders look all right.
To legs and chest, dude. Dude, bench and squat.
Yeah, well, I just need to start barbell squatting more often. I guess.
Here in 6 months, you're just gonna be a powerlifter again.
That's what I'm scared of happening. No, I feel like I'll honestly probably the whole way through my prep, I'll probably hammer the big 3 squat, bench, and deadlift. Honestly, because I am a true believer in deadlifting making your back look good and rack pulling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I literally did rack pulls yesterday, and I was like, as long as you have a good mind muscle connection with your lats and you just like get them nice and engaged at the top of your rep, I had a fucking crazy back pump yesterday.
Oh yeah, dude, deadlifts. Like when you're talking about like getting actually big, like deadlifts and squats. Like one get big.
Yep.
Lift heavy, deadlifts and squats. Like you're either going to 1, gain weight because you need to gain weight to move that weight, or 2, you're going to thicken up because your body adapts to it.
Yep.
But like I've had people like not walk up to me, but I had like 1 or 2 Instagram messages, and they're like, "Why do you not like deadlift?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" Like, of course, I fucking love deadlift.
Yeah.
Like we on the podcast, like I guess on the podcast talk about like how deadlift, like if I wasn't competing I wouldn't deadlift. It's like, yeah, but like I still like it.
Yeah.
Like I'm when it comes to deadlifting, like if you're not competing, I I always say I don't think it's great to deadlift if you're not competing, but like it's also because like when I talk about it, like it's good. It's great to deadlift either way. I was like, but if you're not competing, like 225, 315, like stay in that range. Like, don't fucking like you don't need to go crazy heavy to get like really good results on deadlift.
Yeah.
But like if you're trying to compete, fucking throw a little weight on, motherfucker. Like you gotta get strong or you gotta get big. Like one of the two.
And even like, literally, like when I was like just scrolling through Instagram before I came up here, one of the bodybuilders that competed in Olympia, James Hollingshed, he's a British dude. I think he competes. I don't think he competes classic. I think he competes open. It's like the mass monsters. But he was literally like repping, I think like 650 plus on conventional deadlift, just because he's like, I felt like doing some deadlifts today.
Oh my god.
Yep.
As a bodybuilder?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, what about Kai Green, dude? Kai Green will just fucking throw up 5 plates on incline for reps. I'm just like, did you win Mr. Olympia? Like, you're supposed to be like, and imagine if he would like do powerlifting, like if he was like had the age to like stop. Yeah. Oh, dude, be a fucking animal. Because he's this tall, dude. He's a fucking Ninja Turtle, man. Like,
I think he's like almost the same height as Sean Clarida, because I think Kai Green's like 5'8", 5'9".
He's
probably
tiny,
like
dude.
230 walking around. Same way with that Nick Walker dude. Like I see all of those dudes that compete open repping like 150-pound dumbbells on dumbbell bench for like working sets of like 12 to 14. It's absolutely insane.
Oh yeah. But people will be like, oh, well, they're bodybuilders. Like they don't go for strength. Like you gotta get big.
Yeah.
Like you can't just be shredded when you bodybuild.
Yeah, and I feel like that's another like misconception with bodybuilding, that like it's always just like, ooh, you only have to do like lightweight for a lot of reps. And I feel like I see way better high quality muscle built doing medium to heavyweight for like 8 to 12 reps and not doing more than 12, because I have basically stopped doing more than 12 reps altogether, other than on like leg extension for like burnout sets. Because like the JPG guy on TikTok, I don't know if you know who that is. He's all about like optimal training and stuff and doing like 6 to 8 reps.
I have to look at him.
I'll definitely send you his page, because he is like very educated with like how like even like your muscles work in the movements and stuff like that. He's very educated, because I'm pretty sure he has a degree in physical therapy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But even when it comes to bodybuilding, like even if people can like fucking talk shit and they're like, oh, all you do is lift lightweight, like a lot of times, like when I have days where I like lift like decently light, but I do it a lot, dude, like I fucking get burnt out.
Yeah.
Quick.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do some triceps. I'm gonna do like a couple sets of 20 on tricep extensions, and I'll just fucking go. And I'll get to like my third set, I'm just like almost throwing up at this point.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fuck,
hurts.
man.
It
hurts. Dude, hurts.
Everything hurts. Training everything like that to failure or close to failure. Doing like mechanical drop sets. Like I've only thrown up twice, but I get very close almost every time I train.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying I go like hard as fuck all the time, not trying to be like that dude or whatever, like hardest worker in the room type shit, but like I push myself pretty hard almost every time I lift.
Yeah. I mean, like when you're doing all those reps, man, fuck. Like, because like when it comes to powerlifting, like you said, like if I'm doing like my regular powerlifting day, like say if I'm doing my program, I'm not doing somebody else's, or I'm not doing Juggernaut AI. Today I'm doing, and I'm in like midst of like the very middle of like training. So like I would go in, I would hit like, a top set of bench, squat, or deadlift for like a set of 3, 4, 5, whatever. That I'd have like 2 or 3 back down sets that are like 5 reps a piece, and then that's my main movement for the day. I'm moving on.
Yep.
Like I got my work in. I did my heavy ass weight, and I'm moving on. But now since I'm doing Juggernaut AI, dude, like I'm saying, like it's like 7 or 8 sets on hypertrophy training, and then like those 7 or 8 sets are like decent weight. So like when I'm fucking in the midst of that shit, and I'm fucking doing tricep extensions or whatever I'm doing, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like the amount, when you just up the reps a little bit, you feel it.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's like, honestly, like that's about the same thing that I do. Like yesterday, for example, I went in and did rack pulls, and like I'll warm up, like I'll do like 135 for a set, 225 for 2 sets, 315 for like 3 sets, and I hit 365 for 4 sets, and I wanted to get like 6 or more reps every set. And then I was like, holy shit, I'm already gassed. But then I sat down on like the high row machine, and I was doing like 8 to 10 reps, and then I was just like, my freaking stomach started hurting. Grabbed some gummy bears out of my bag for some intra-workout carbs, and I felt better. That's another thing that's been helping me. I keep like a little bag of just some gummies in my gym bag.
Oh, hell yeah,
Eat
man.
them intra-workout.
Intra-carbs, man.
Oh, yeah. It helps a lot, I swear. I don't know if it's like placebo effect or what, but I think it helps.
Dude, like, I'm all about intra-carbs. I say that, but I don't have any today. I've been out of my groove recently, man. I really have been. Like, before I left the house today, I literally realized, I was like, fuck, I didn't even eat cream of rice. Like, I was literally walking out the door, I'm like, I didn't even have a fucking pre-workout meal. It's like, God bless it. But, like, I've been out of it for 2 weeks, but that's me though. Like if I'm in it and I'm constantly doing it, like I could be as consistent as I want. I can work as hard as I want. Everything's in place. But like as soon as I get out of it, I get fucking out of it.
Yeah.
Like there is not one thing in place. Like my eating has been shit. Like me and Ash will make all of our meals for the entire week on Sunday, and then we don't have to spend another dime on food until like we usually go out to eat like every Saturday or every Sunday. But until then, I don't spend a fucking dime on food. Dude, I'm fucking living off pepperoni rolls. I'm living off fucking like I won't have any food made at the house. I didn't fucking have enough time to make it. So like dinner will be like I'll have to go into Salem and get like fucking Dairy Queen and like I was just fucking trying to survive, dude.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing. But like I got out of that loop for like those 2 weeks. But like I'll get back into it. I already know.
Oh yeah.
I'm already starting to anyways. I already feel a lot better, dude. I'm not fucking working shit ton.
Because that's how whenever my eating got real bad like that, like I'm definitely getting better about it now. The only thing that's hard for me right now is just making sure I get up early enough to where I can get my calories in. Because I've usually been pretty consistent about waking up at about like 9:30 to 10 right now, unless I have work, and then I get up whenever I have to go to work. But like since I don't have class right now or anything like that, I've just been trying to get up at like between 9 and 10, and then eat a nice meal, and then just either go do whatever I have to do for the day or just hang out at the house, cook, whatever, clean.
Are you 21 yet?
Nope.
Fuck, it's been 6 months, man.
August.
August?
Yep.
Also, I got you right after you turned 20.
Yep.
Shit. Never mind then. I was gonna say beer, dude. Want to get some weight? Fucking get yourself some Coors Light and have yourself a night, man.
Trust me, if I like the taste of beer, I'd drink as much beer as I could, but that's one thing I can't get behind.
Love the taste of beer.
I
can understand why it's not good sometimes though, because like I can probably drink a beer anytime, but like there's times where like it's better. Like it's definitely better. Yeah. Because like after a long day, like I could drink a beer.
Yeah.
But like if I haven't done anything all day, I'm like, I'm gonna go get me a beer. Like I'll drink it. I'm like, oh, this is fucking
terrible.
Like, oh, like yeah.
Yeah.
It's like no meaning or whatever.
They taste real like I think the best tasting beer I've ever had in my life is when I was working construction. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago now when I was still in high school. We were laying shingles in like the 95-degree heat on my parents' house because I was helping build my parents' house. We got there at 5 a.m. and nobody took a lunch break, so we were just on the roof the whole day. We finished the roof, and I climbed down off the roof, and my boss goes, "Hey, I got ice cold Coors Light in the back of the truck. You want one?" And I said, "Hell yeah, I want one." I drank that thing in like 2 gulps, and I got buzzed off of it. I swear.
I will never.
Or beer with wings. Beer with wings is always acceptable.
Dude, I won't like when it comes to ice cold Coors Light. Like if I ever have any sort of sponsor, and if it was Coors, you've listened to this.
Sponsor us. I like
Coors too. You
want a
fucking fluorescent Coors Light sign back here? Contact me.
Hang on the rear mirror or rear window. That'd be so funny. One of those like light up neon sites. That'd be so funny.
We're just above average. We're sponsored by Coors Light here. I've always loved Coors Light. That was my very first beer. It's been my favorite beer ever since.
Yeah, that's usually my go-to. Honestly, is either like Coors or Coors Banquet. If I'm gonna drink beer, those are like the only 2 beers that'll catch me drinking. But most of the time when I drink, I like to drink like the fruit punch Trulies. They're not like White Claws. Like they actually have flavor to them. It's not just
Trulies
like
are good,
TV
dude.
static and
Trulies are good.
But those are like Twisted Tea, something like that.
Yeah.
I'd rather drink those at first and then like drink a beer or whatever. But I don't know. I've just never acquired a taste for beer.
Have you ever shower beer?
Oh yeah, I've had plenty of shower beers. I love shower beers.
You might as well just like go to bed after you drink a shower beer because you're not doing shit for the rest of the day. You drink a shower beer, like that's the peak of your day. You might as well just go to bed.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I thought of like a great invention. What if I had like a suction cup holder for your shower? So you could have a shower beer whenever you wanted to.
That's $1 million.
That's the number one thing with a shower beer. You don't know where to put it.
Nobody steal it.
I'm sure it's probably been invented.
I definitely feel like it's out there.
All right, well, that's the podcast for today, everybody. Thank you for coming back out, Luke.
No
we'll
problem.
have you back in another 6 months. Maybe we'll be 170 at this point.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't get another wrench.
Get ready for a bodybuilding competition.
Oh, yeah.
So like always, well, we haven't done it in a while. And this might be the first time on video we do this. if there's a gym song that not a lot of people know about, what would you recommend?
Oh, let me look at my phone real quick.
Go right ahead. We haven't done this in a while because it's just been me and Logan.
My go-to PR song recently has been Zero by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Zero by Smashing Pumpkins.
Always hits different. If you're going for a PR, turn it on. You won't miss your PR.
Song for the week.
Yep.
PR song for the week. Well, thank you guys for watching again. Check us out on YouTube at justaboveaverage.com or justaboveaverage/YouTube, whatever it is. I don't care. Just look us on YouTube. Spotify, anywhere you listen to your podcast is where you can get this podcast at. Share it on your social medias. And any last words, Luke?
Nope, that's it.
All right. We'll see
Talk
you guys
to you guys
next
later.
week. Yep. See you guys.